I'll do it. You
We're
do.
live
We're live.
and alone.
That's okay. We could just keep talking.
Yeah.
Whatever. So yeah, I hope. I don't know if you're expected to get strawberries on your first year strawberry plants, because if you watch a lot of farming videos,
Oh
they'll
wait,
say
I'm sorry. I think I had my YouTube open. Okay, now it's off.
like you need to cut off the runners or cut the flowers off first to
Right.
develop the roots, and then like and then I didn't even know this. There's like three kinds of growing strawberry. Like they always say like determinate, indeterminate, bush variety. Like it's same thing with tomatoes.
And
Any
those are the two things I can't have. Two of the main things I can't have.
what can't you have? Tell me now.
Strawberries and tomatoes.
Oh no. Are you gonna have a food funeral and have it like one
I
last time?
know, right?
I know
Well,
I
I mean, after I eliminate most of what she wants me to eliminate, then I can
add one back and
occasionally
see.
like try it and see if it affects me, because what affects one may not affect somebody else. So
I notice for me that tomatoes like bug me. If I have
Mhm.
especially the little ones. I love them, but the little cherry tomatoes, I don't know if it's like the seeds or the skin or something, but I get kind of sick to my stomach. I never felt good after eating eggplant, and I
Uh-huh.
think that's probably one of the things you can't have. Hey,
Right. Hey,
Teresa.
Teresa. So now I gotta clear coat this last hand while we talk.
So tell us what else they want you to eliminate. Bread, flour,
Wheat.
wheat.
Wheat. Oh no, wait, there's a
Not now you could do carnivore and get like really, really skinny.
uh
Can you have meat? You can have meat, right?
yes, but here's the kicker. It
What?
has to be fresh. It has to be
Like grass fed or something?
no, it has to be fresh.
Okay. Hi, Ashley.
Um
Ashley's here.
hey
Hi.
Ash. Um shoot, wait, I got a hair in my polish.
Oh, I have hairs everywhere. I have a hair in my hand right now. When I'm painting, I have fibers and hairs in the brushes and on the paper.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
You know I can't do more than one thing at a time. Wait.
I say that. Anyway.
So, now what were we saying?
You said you were just, oh, meat has to be fresh, not frozen?
Yes.
What happens
It,
if you
it can be
freeze it?
fresh or frozen. It can't like hang out in the refrigerator. So that's
Oh,
part
but
of
who eats rotten meat? You mean like jerky
no,
meat?
like it the longer it sits in the refrigerator, like leftovers and stuff,
Oh.
the higher the histamine level gets.
I probably, if it's affected by, look, there's bacteria that grow even if it's in the fridge. Now Tony thinks in his warped mind, he's like, that stuff just makes you stronger, and I'm like, that stuff can make you sicker.
Right.
Sorry.
So like you can't have any fermented vegetables.
Oh wow, that's really
Like
surprising because a lot.
sauerkrauts,
I know all the
kombucha,
fermented
yeah,
kimchi.
all that
You don't
kind of
eat it. You
things.
don't. You don't eat that anyway. But
No, I don't eat sauerkraut. I do like cabbage, but it's not fermented. I guess I could have it fresh. So there's a big list of
well, what about then? You couldn't have probably yogurt. Yogurt's fermented.
yes, can have yogurt. You can
Oh,
have like pasteurized milk. If they said most people can tolerate pasteurized milk, cream cheese, and butter.
butter. But you can't put the butter on the bread. But you can cook your meat in the butter. I don't know. What are you going to do with the butter? You're going to have it
Well,
on a carrot.
I can have millet, and the place that I used to buy my bread, it's millet bread.
I'm sorry. Tony would be like, yummy.
I know. No, it's not bad bread.
Okay.
It's
I'm
made
sure.
out of millet and it's frozen, so you have to toast it to eat it. So there's no more white fluffy bread. But
There's a lot of.
unless I make my own something out of one of those weird
There's a
things.
lot of. I mean, the internet is a fantastic
I
resource
know.
because there's so many new things that they're coming. I watch those like keto people who don't use wheat for the most part. Like there's so many recipes now. I mean, they're even like they're grinding. Can you have coconut? Because they grind up coconut for flour. And
I'm gonna have to look on my list and see. I don't know if coconut is on the good list or the bad list.
how about like chickpeas? Because they grind chickpeas up and make a lot of stuff with chickpeas now.
My paper is in the car.
Hi, Jeffrey. Jeffrey's here. Good morning.
Hey, Jeffrey. So, I don't know. It's going to be a learning curve, but I'm going to try my best to do it. I need to go. So it's basically fresh fruit.
Can you have chocolate? No. That would make me very sad. No chocolate. Oh. Because I was thinking like almond.
Hey, Chris. You off today?
Hi, Chris. Creative Crafting Z with SC. Is that Chris?
Sky Chris. That's Teresa's baby.
Okay.
Not a good day, everyone. Have a good day. I'm staying off. Okay, Jeffrey. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, 29 years in heaven.
Yeah, that's always a tough day for everybody. Prayers to you, Jeffrey. Little Debbie is here. Debbie, the question is, what's for dinner?
Hi, Debbie.
I'm extra drying it, so this hand's done.
So you did another coat. Yo.
Yo, what's up, homies? I got sheetrock.
Oh, that's exciting.
Hey, Liv. We got sheetrock. I had to look through the windows. Some of it still needs to be taped. Stuffed pepper. Oh, that sounds good, Debbie. Oh, certain vegetables I can have, but I have to buy organic because they use pesticides. Like bell peppers.
I want to tell you, you have to find out. Ask that doctor. I learn now as we have organic.
We got the whole family.
Hi, dads. They have a lot of like pesticides, but they're considered organic. But it might contain clay or copper or other things or neem oil. You have to find out if like some of those things could be a problem,
right?
Because that could be like it would be hard to find out what they spray on things. But
hey, bro, is the whole family off today?
A lot of people here.
And my leg, I must be really stressed today because my leg is going 100 miles an hour. But anyway.
So what are you gonna look? If you can have eggs, I don't know. I don't always love eggs.
Wait, you know what part of the egg has less? Oh, Chris is working. The yolk.
The yolk is better than the white in your.
Yes.
For you.
Yes.
Just yolk.
Oh, sorry, Debbie.
I wouldn't like that. I'm sorry. I felt so sore yesterday.
I'm
done. Grass. I was trying to plant a lot of plants.
Oh, there went the camera.
And I ended up sitting on my butt in the wet grass.
You sat on your butt in the wet grass.
Because we did a lot of planting. Tony did the most, and he was like on his hands and knees, like planting strawberries in the ground. Right. I was we bought a lot of plants, and I wanted to have them in the dirt so that they would, like, if we're not around to water them for a few days, we want them to live.
Gotcha.
Huh. We have to now consider that. Like, if we go away to New Jersey, how many days can we leave the plants without watering? Because part of my garden bed looks really, really dry. I guess I could do
it.
Hey, Claudette.
So here's the gist of it. Gluten-free grains, fresh meat that has not been aged, salmon only fresh or flash frozen, non-citrus fruits.
Why is
like blueberries? I can have blueberries and go to your house and have blueberries, mangoes, peaches, pomegranate. Avoid grapefruit, lemon, lime, and orange. So these are the things.
Why is the camera not centering? I planted all these flowers yesterday and herbs.
Hey, G.
I feel like I'm pointing right at it, but I don't see it. Anyway.
That's the kind of planters I need for my house since we flood.
I'm pointing at it and it's moving around. I don't like when the cameras don't know what they're focusing on. Maybe I'm just backwards and I'm not used to it. I bought we went to these Amish, what are they called? Nurseries. So I bought all these plants at Amish places.
Okay.
I ended up knowing relatives of one of the Amish ladies that owned a business.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so tell me, I'm gonna go back inside. It feels nice outside though. It's like a nice day. Hey G. I have to close the door. It's getting loud. I'm gonna like change this. So tell me what else. You can have blueberries.
Oh, let's see. I can have citrus. You know the things you like. You can have almonds, but you can't have cashews.
Cashews are related to mangoes and poison ivy.
But I can have mangoes, peaches. Avoid grapefruit, lemon, lime, and orange. I can have chai and flax. No, thank you. I can have potatoes.
Chai and flax. You can, yes, or can
yes,
or not?
Yes.
So, and what about the eggs? You're not supposed to have whites of eggs, or you can have eggs, just not.
I can have eggs, but I need to pay attention. But it's the whites that have the most histamine in them. So you can't have artificial flavors and colorings. Hey, Jennifer. Yeah, flax. I'm not eating that. Hey, Anitra. Did I send you a thing to be on Friday, on tomorrow? Can you be on? No, when is it? Yes, is it tomorrow, Teresa? Oh, shoot. I don't have my calendar in front of me. Wait, hold on. I think it's tomorrow, Anitra. Can you be on tomorrow? Hey, Robin, bye. Where you been, girl?
Put up.
Okay. I can't. So they say certain seasonings like allspice, anise, cinnamon, chili powder, cloves, curry, cayenne, MSG, nutmeg, and paprika. Chocolate, dried fruit. My other favorite, eggplant.
Is it because they put sulfur in the dried fruit?
I don't know. So just to update, 3:00 Eastern, 2:00 Central. Hey, Jane. So
hey, Jane.
Update to everybody who came in. So I went to see an immunologist, and my histamine levels and my tryptase levels are high, which she thinks is contributing to my neurological issues, all that kind of stuff. So I believe Teresa said Monday. Oh, I don't know. Teresa! Oh, I'm sorry. Anitra, it's Monday. I'm sorry. Monday morning. So anyway, I have to be on a low histamine diet. Monday at 10:30 Eastern, Anitra. I'm sorry. But we can schedule on a Friday in May if you want. Anyway, so you can't have like sour cream.
Really?
Buttermilk. All the
because it sits around
soured products or fermented products.
It could get like bacteria in it.
So no spinach, squash, or tomatoes. Unpasteurized milk, like
wait.
Goat or sheep, which nah.
Listen, so you can have squash
No.
So I bet you can't have eggplant. I bet you can't have anything from the nightshade family. What about
Yes, you can. You can
you
have
said yes
potatoes.
for potatoes.
Yeah.
What about orange, like yam, sweet potato kind of things?
Yes, you can have that. You can't have beans, chickpeas, soybean, peanuts, especially.
So you cannot have there's a lot of chickpea in in wheat-free products now.
Right. So these are just the top offenders. Like they're saying you can't cut it out completely, but you eliminate and see and kind of slowly add back and see what is the offenders for you. So I'll be eating fruit, vegetables, and meat or chicken. I think pork is an offender.
You're going to lose a lot of weight. I bet. What about the diet soda? Did you ask her?
I can have my diet soda. I think within reason, you know.
I'm kind of surprised about that because there's a lot of chemicals.
And
can you have tea? Can you have coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I may be limiting myself to a smaller amount. Like as far as they're saying, like I would have to switch my sweetener to monk fruit or stevia.
And I know you love the monk fruit so much.
Oh yeah, and the stevia.
Maybe
right.
there's a monk fruit stevia combo that's not as bad as each one.
Yeah, I can't have the fermented veggies or things like that, but I can't have tomatoes, eggplant, and squash. My favorites, right? So they're thinking that this issue causes the gut problems. It causes the neurological problems. So we'll see. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, my stomach is not the big issue right now. It was at one point in my life more than the neurological stuff. So.
Hey, Jessica.
Oh, I went to PT yesterday.
Oh, you did?
And he said I'm a low fall risk.
Low?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yesterday was a good day.
But did you tell him that, as a matter of fact, I fall all the time? That's why I'm here.
Yeah, well, yeah. He didn't want to hear it. Like, I think he thought I was lying. Should I show him the video when I fell and like the bruises from when?
What about I was actually like admiring the bruises I have from when Trixie was alive. You know how she's been gone.
Drop your link, Jessica, to it.
That never went away.
I know. I do hate that, Teresa, because it's like, you know, and she was, it's like, you know what's going on with your body. And she was saying that, you know, when she called me and gave me the results, it was almost like a relief. Not that something was wrong, but that you have an answer.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
That's what somebody was saying.
I said, you know, because I feel like they think you're crazy. And she goes, no, I don't think you're crazy. She goes, I just think it was misdiagnosed or diagnosed as something else for so long.
Yes, Jenny.
You know. Yeah. So I still have one more test to do.
That's when I had my MRI on my brain. The actual guy doing, like, putting me in the machine, he goes, I hope they find something. And I'm thinking, I kind of hope they don't, but he meant like you'll have an answer if they find something. But like
exactly.
But you don't want to know you have like a vein ready to blow or
right. Exactly. But I don't know. But he's like, well, you know, he said you scored. Like, then when I read his report, a lot of things he put normal. And I'm thinking, and he's got me doing balance stuff and my ankles are doing this. That's normal?
Maybe do they go by like age and weight?
Yeah, he says, well, you scored like 1 or 2 points below your age. on a lot of stuff, but yet he has me going to another guy for balance. So crazy.
Yeah, we all know you fall. I could tell him you fall all the time, but you know.
But because I hadn't fallen since like last September,
maybe
I said, but you don't know the near misses I have, you know.
Oh no, not the squeaky
Well,
toy.
Jane, let me share something with you, hon. I went and do my mammogram. Hey, Tony.
Hi.
And then they saw something, so I had to go back for a diagnostic. Still showed, so I had to go do a biopsy, and I got my results yesterday, and it was fine. It was like fatty fiber glandular tissue. So that was like, so that's where I was Monday. But I panicked, Jane, I did.
Yeah, it's true. Like when my doctor comes in the room, she always says, "How you doing?" And I always say, "I'm doing good." And I'm like thinking, I say that to everybody.
Oops, sorry.
Even if
Got
I'm
to
not
turn that off.
good, it's just kind of like the way I answer. And I go, okay, well, I mean, if nothing is like bleeding or I'm not pussy or, mucusy, I feel like it's a pretty good day. Even if I had to like take pain meds for my back aches, I have pains all the time. But I want to get back to Jane. I hope everything's good with you.
Yeah, keep you in my prayers, Jane.
Yeah. And, thoughts, prayers for everybody. And
you thought you heard a kitty cat.
Before here, my dog was playing with a squeaky toy for a second.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there was a few years in a row where I had like several biopsies and breast surgeries, but because of that, my old doctor used to send me for like these like pretty extensive tests. And when I went out here to Pennsylvania, they just said, "Oh, you could have the regular mammogram." And then they looked at it and they go, "I don't see anything, alarming, go home." And
Yeah.
it's like, cool, bye. And it's a load off. I always feel like, you're like holding your breath, waiting. It took them over a week to give me the results, though.
Oh, wow, Claudette, a month? It's hard when you're waiting to.
It's really hard.
It's hard to be positive sometimes, Well,
when I had my mammogram where they found stuff, they called me that night, but that was New Jersey. I don't know if Pennsylvania just doesn't care.
Right. I don't know. I guess it depends on the doc. I don't know.
Well,
hey, Ashley.
She's like, we're not even going to look at it until we get your like records from New Jersey. And so I had to wait like the 2 weeks for them to get the records from New Jersey. And I'm like, you should take a peek, don't you think? And like, if there's a big lump, you could see that without records from New Jersey. Anyway, Precious's hair, I like Precious's haircut with the long ears.
Yeah, they cut her face almost like a palm, but like I say, she's got palm ears, except they're in the spot that a Bichon's ears would be. So that's why they stick out. They're supposed to be on top of her head, like pointy up to a palm. But she's got the palm tail.
I don't know there was a lady down the street in New Jersey. Hey, Deborah, who had a Bichon, and don't they have curlier tails or do they have straight tails? I don't even know.
A little bit. It's kind of almost the same. Hey, Deborah. Yeah, I have a couple small ones that they just watching on my thyroid. But my sister had the thyroid cancer, not the papillary, the other one.
There's the one medullary, and there's papillary, and there's
which one? No, she had papillary. The other one is the one that is the badder one, the worst one. Let's see which one you shouldn't take Ozempic for. Medullary. Yeah.
Medullary.
So she had the other one.
Because Yeah, my doctors always say, "Do you have any history of that?" I'm like, "No." But every other kind of cancer, pretty much, except breast.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't increase, like they say, they keep watching them that they don't grow or whatever.
Now, what's the doctor's that is it immunologist
endocrinologist
or endocrinologist?
Yeah, endocrinologist.
They'll do extra tests because you know how they say like there's a lot of people have slow thyroids and they never tell you have a slow thyroid in the regular doctor because they don't test the right tests.
Oh, and then she tested, of course, for all the immune things. So out of the 30 something pneumonia strands or whatever that they have, I'm only protected from 11, so I have to go get another pneumonia shot.
Do they have the right strains in that vaccine?
I don't know. She gave me a script in case they didn't want to give me one, but I realized I didn't have one last year. Oops.
They give it to you every year. They gave me
I was supposed to have one at the end of 24 and I didn't.
They wouldn't give me one when I had my other insurance. They wouldn't pay for it, but this year they paid for it.
Oh, okay. Well, with the diabetes, I'm high risk. So, thank you, Jessica.
I get it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The one thing
I saw Jennifer posted something about another pic of the new baby, but I didn't get a chance to look at it because something else happened at the same time. Did you put a new picture of your new grandbaby, Jennifer?
You mean a scan picture?
Yeah.
I have to go to see an eye doctor that specializes. A special eye doctor. I don't know.
A neuro one?
No, I mean, I don't usually, I haven't gone to the eye doctor in a while.
Uh-huh.
The doctor's like, you really should. Oh, and then she tells me, she goes, you have to go to the doctor to take care of your glaucoma. And I said, I don't have glaucoma. And she goes, it's in your record. And I'm like, but I never was told that. She goes, well, maybe they just didn't tell you. I'm like, why would you go to the doctor and like them not tell you have glaucoma? I think they would mention it, right? Yeah. It's like, so I go, I don't have glaucoma as far as I know. I mean, I never was diagnosed in that. She goes, well,
girl, I had this doctor that diagnosed me with glaucoma. Come to find out, I didn't have it, and he died. He got in a car accident and died. And all of his patients that were diagnosed with glaucoma didn't have it. It was the equipment that he used that was faulty.
Wow.
Yeah. But I do have a high risk for narrow angle glaucoma. And I've had holes drilled into my eyeball to release the fluid.
No.
Yeah, I'm not normal. My doctor laughs. He goes, Dawn, he said, y'all got the weirdest shit.
Really, Dawn? Hi, Angie.
Hello. Hey, Angie. It wasn't bad. They numb your eye and you have to sit there, and she puts this thing to hold your eye open, and it's a laser. Oh my God.
Tony said, he goes, well, I have to get shots in my eyeball for any kind of problem.
I know, right? But then the fluid just oozes out because it's a buildup of fluid behind. That's good. Anitra, she had root canals. You sound like Suzy.
I had to go to the dentist this week, and he banged a hammer on where he put the screw in my head, and it hurt. And Tony was like, well, did you think someone banging your screw in your head? Like,
right.
If it was loose, and then he had to tighten the top part, and then he banged on it again. I was like, okay.
Yeah, my mom had that. She had a detached retina.
Oh my God, Jane.
That's
That's in. She wants to see. They popped her eyeball out for real, and then fixed it and then put it back in. Wow.
Yeah.
Can you see out of that eye now? That's You watched a doctor. We watched some stuff with eyeball something once, and I was like, that's pretty disgusting. I was like, that's pretty vile. I have watched them do surgeries on people where they've like have removed, excess skin, and they lay it on like platters, like chicken cutlets, and I'm not even that, it bothers me a little, but not a lot. I mean, I really can watch that stuff. But then, like, remember I mentioned the toenail fungus that like I kept getting.
Right.
Whoa, that like just turned my stomach.
That's funny.
I'd rather
Jeffrey, you're not the. Oh, I'm sorry.
Peel someone's face off and do a faceless, and I can watch.
Oh wow, Jeffrey, you're not the only man here, honey. Greg is here, and Scott is here.
And
we're talking about a lot of lady stuff, huh?
But I mean,
not just lady stuff, but
not just lady.
Those of you who wasn't here, I got sheetrock. Girl, and Thomas's closet is so big.
Really?
That we can talk testicles, right?
Hey.
It's so big, we can put John in there.
Why are you full of grass? What? Oh, did you see what that dog did just now? He barged through the door.
Right? So some of it, they have the mud and like they just have it taped. So they still have to, float it. They still float in some. So.
We planted 26 strawberry plants yesterday. And all these flowers. Can't eat the flowers. I don't think. Maybe you could eat some of them. I'm not gonna. So.
Where'd you get that? Or that was there when your raised flower thing on legs?
At Ollie's.
At Ollie's?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I went in there. They had a few of them, and I said, Tony, it was like $40, and
that's cheap though, because some of them are like really expensive.
Well, they're like starting at about 80. So I said, that's really like half. I mean, look, it's not beautiful, but it's functional and it's kind of, I mean, I thought it seemed so huge. We put logs in the bottom so we didn't have to put an extra bag of dirt in there.
Right. It wasn't just girl doctor stuff. That could happen to anybody.
Yeah,
strawberries never grow, but blackberries and raspberries at any age can grow. In any veg, she can grow everything with strawberries.
Deborah, I heard that some varieties of strawberries will kind of like max out at like 3 years and some 5 years, and they say that like some people change out their strawberry plants every 3 to 5 years, and then one guy was like, I left mine in for 20, but I don't know. You're growing blue corn.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Haley said Chelsea found some berries in the backyard. She goes, Mom, can you eat these? It was blackberries. She was so excited that she found
some of the berries. We have like these, I don't, what do you call it? Like when you have the like prickly like vines coming out, and I forgot what they're called. Anyway, we're hoping.
I don't know. What did I call it? Sheetrock? Yeah, sheetrock, drywall, same stuff. Jeffrey said he doesn't even have a girlfriend. It's okay. You never know, Jeffrey.
Yeah, the raspberries ones. Well,
I'm going to grow some veggies.
I heard that strawberries are finicky and they do better if you put straw under it. And then we're like, is that why they call them strawberries? And but we went to this mulch place for the blueberry bushes. We have 89. We really have 90. One is dead. And we would have to order a truckload of mulch. mulch. That's a lot of mulch. She says, oh, I bet 2 scoops would be enough. And I'm like, 2 scoops into a big truck.
Well,
and
yeah.
what are scoops? I mean, it's not like a scoop. It's like a truck scoop. Anyway.
I don't know what a Three Sisters garden is.
Maybe she has 3 sisters.
No, because she said, I'm glad to know someone knows what a Three Sisters garden is. Jane knew. Corn, beans, and squash is a Three Sisters.
There are compatible vegetables, and I think even like herbs and some flowers and herbs.
Yeah.
And then I read that, like, like you can't have sage in the same pot as like some other one, because they have different moisture requirements. I don't know. I can't.
Oh, they said the straw keeps the bugs off the strawberries. I saw.
They also don't want them sitting in the mud because they get more rotten if they like hit the dirt. So they're like, you want them off the dirt if you can.
James was making a garden. He was tilling his garden. Okay. Angie, I thought it was so funny when he broke out the tape measure to make sure his rows were exactly the same. He's very meticulous. That's going to be an awesome garden, girl.
Who is doing the thing with the like tape measure?
Angie's husband, James.
Angie's husband, that's fantastic. Well, we were told, was it 2 feet apart for the strawberries? I mean, that's a lot of garden space, if you think about it. I wonder, we're going to plant, we actually bought potatoes to plant.
Oh, wow. Look, Claudette said they used to have 23 acres of blueberries.
23 acres? 23? Wow. Well,
Suzy's a blueberry farmer.
We have 90 bushes. It's probably 1 acre of blueberries. 20 is a lot.
They had many varieties.
They do. And then they have like ones that are more southern and ones that are more northern. And you're supposed to plant like certain sister strawberries together. Like, oh, if you plant this one, you need that one. And it's like, okay.
Nice. That sounds nice, Claudette.
It does sound nice. We're getting a lot of like new birds back here. I saw a butterfly yesterday, and I thought it's really early to see a butterfly. It was a yellow swallowtail, but I saw it.
Jane, Jeffrey said you can't wait for 21 days till now. Why, Jeffrey?
Is that his birthday?
Oh, she was saying Sudbury, Ontario, Canada is known for its blueberries.
Oh, okay. So was that your own actual property, or was there a property you could walk through like and pick wild blueberries? So Gwen had a farm with 20 blueberry apples first. We have we picked 12 spears of asparagus yesterday.
Nice.
And we had asparagus. I was shocked to see it. Like, we looked at the patch out last week. We couldn't see any. And this week, we actually could eat it.
Oh, I can have asparagus.
Okay.
That was on the list of haves. I like asparagus. I like a fresh asparagus. I grew up, my mama had the asparagus out the can, and we would just pull them out the can and eat them. Salt on them. And I thought that was good. But,
Now you need fresh.
My mom, she doesn't like fresh. But I do.
They taste really good grilled. I also like them kind of like seared a little in a pan. Tony likes them boiled. They're just like boiling vegetables is to me a little bit like.
What about steaming it?
That probably. I mean, it's okay. I mean, like he put so much butter on it. I can't even tell if I'm eating asparagus or lobster.
Oh, now you know what I would do? Like take about 3 asparagus and wrap it in like a half a slice of bacon, and you bake them and roast them. Oh, they're good.
Oh, see, Deborah does have a silver lining. She has more sun now because her trees. Oh.
Yeah, I like
grilled is good, right?
And seared, yeah.
I like it like that better. I mean, I made it like seared on the cast iron. And Tony's like, that's not my favorite way. And I'm like, well, it's the way you're going to have it because that's the way I make it. So.
Unless you cook it, dude. This is how you're going to eat it.
You want to know who cooked it yesterday? Tony did, because he goes, I guess we're having asparagus for supper. Guess so.
Some people have to hide the flavor, yeah, with butter.
Oh man, I told you.
You said you make a sauce with it, Gwen?
When they draw his blood, there will be a layer of butter at the top. I am sure of it.
You too, Jeffrey. Asparagus cold with Italian dressing.
Good day, Jeffrey.
I don't know. I never tried that.
I never tried. I used to eat cucumbers with Italian dressing. Oh, fiddleheads. I don't even know if we have ferns or fiddleheads. I used to have them in New Jersey, but I don't know. It kind of like was weirded me out. I didn't know if it was the right kind you could eat. So I didn't even try. But those are really like, a lot of chefs love fiddleheads. It was in Manhattan.
So what is a fiddlehead? Because I don't know.
It's a fern, and when it grows, it looks like it has like a spiral top, like a fiddle's end, like the top end of a violin fiddle or any kind of like instrument like that. Pickled
asparagus grows like crazy at her house. Oh, that's another thing I can't have. Pickled stuff.
Wait, pickled asparagus. It's not pickled until you cut it and then pickle it.
Oh, that sounds good, Claudette.
Now, okay, I found Swiss chard in my garden, but I never planted it. And I'm wondering if there could be like some kind of other plant that looks like Swiss chard and it could be poisonous. So I don't know if I want to eat it. There's so much mint in a bed out here. I wanted to use it for the potatoes, and it's covered in mint now.
Yeah, you don't. Oh, I love vinegar. I bought some cucumbers from Sam's yesterday.
You eat lots of Swiss chard? I feel like go picking it and showing you. I'm going to pick one and bring it to the store and see if it looks the same. I don't know. It has like the central vein is, one was orange and one was red.
See, we have an educational channel.
Let's see, what's the worst thing that could happen? I'll just get like poisoned. Have explosive issues with my
gut. Yeah.
Tract. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
I'll have to spend the next 48 hours in the John. At least we have 2 bathrooms here.
My husband came in the other day, like last week. It's still sitting on my desk. He goes, I brought you something. Why would he buy me that?
I don't know, but the other
he brought me that and this. Like, I need that?
No, you don't. But I bought the Red Hots the other day.
Unopened.
I want to tell you why I bought them. Because if you eat a lot of candy, it's bad for you. But if you put 3 Red Hots in your mouth, you feel like you've eaten a lot of candy.
Yeah.
So
I'll eat occasional one, but that's not my.
They're so red.
He likes that.
Red. That they.
Do my American friends know what a Caesar is?
I know what a Caesar salad is, and I know what a Caesar.
Right. Now, I guess we don't, Jane. Inform us, Jane.
I know they named cesarean sections.
Jane, would you like to come up and explain?
You can Canadian explain.
That looks and sounds like what James would do. Bring me stuff he likes. Right. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like, why you brought me? He goes, you like that. I mean, why out of the blue he would bring me that? So I'm going to go sit it on the stand by his bed. I
like lemon stuff, but my husband loves lemon stuff. So sometimes he just buys lemon stuff. So if I'm buying stuff, I usually buy chocolate stuff. And when I see him eating my chocolate stuff, I'm like, he goes, you weren't eating it. I go, because I'm trying to make it like last. I don't want to just sit one day and eat the whole thing. I want it to be up there in case men don't understand women need a chocolate stash.
That's exactly right.
Like, you need a bite of chocolate. And if he eats my chocolate, I'll say it like a New Yorker.
Anitra says she's a lemon stuff kind of person.
I love lemon, but I want my stuff to just be there if I need it, if you know what I mean. It's like a Bloody Mary, but we use Clamato. And pickles. Oh, well, I don't drink,
Oh,
but who
I've
puts,
never seen. I've
wait,
never
we
seen
don't
them
put
put a
dill
dill
pickle.
pickle.
We put celery, not dill
Yeah,
pickle.
I've seen celery. I've seen like a pickled bean in it. I've seen. I don't drink it, but
We do celery, but I have to say something.
what's a clamato?
Clamato is clam and tomato juice combined. I've never had that. Say that. I've never had it. It might be good and it might be weird for me. Did you ever have linguine with?
Andrew said if she don't eat her stuff fast enough, James will eat it up for her. Exactly.
That's
Or if the kids find you stashed, then it's all over. And you see, I'm a chip kind of person. You can give me chips and dip and make me happier than if you brought me all kind of candy. Right. Right. I guess the crab legs, shrimp is more our area of the world. Huh, Robin?
I just think about having like I want to have lobster again before the before the end. If I had a
Right.
last meal, it would probably be like
Right.
lobster.
Well,
and
you
butter.
know, it says I shouldn't have shellfish. That may be the hardest thing for me.
Huh. But what
But I
about
did buy these. I bought these frozen shrimp. They own kebabs. I bought it for Easter, but we forgot them home when we went to do the barbecue. So I may grill those today.
All right,
and
Deborah, take care, Deborah. Thanks for stopping by.
Yes.
All right, I'm sorry. So you didn't eat your shrimp. Eat it now before.
Yeah, I'm gonna cook them today because this weekend I have to go shopping for things I need.
Right. So I was calling it. I mean, I was calling it like when you have your last meal, kind of.
Right,
It's
my
your
last supper.
diet. Back in the bariatric community, they call it a food funeral.
Right. Well, what they said to do is don't eliminate like everything all at once. And also it said something about you have to keep your kitchen clean, but don't be manic. It's weird. It's weird stuff.
I
So
almost have to think of it as being manic or it just never gets clean then. Right.
Right. No, but I think it's.
She means don't do it 3 times a day. Do it once a day, probably.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I think certain germs can increase the histamine in food. I don't know. I don't understand it. I need to go see a dietitian.
I think that when people have issues, they should have a green cutting board, maybe a red cutting board, and a white cutting board. And then you could say, like, this one's for vegetables, this one's for meat, this one's for fish or something.
You know, when I was on my totally gluten-free diet, I had my own squeezy, like mayo. I had my own peanut butter. Because if you put crumbs in it, then it was contaminated and you couldn't eat it. So I had my own condiments that the kids were not allowed to use.
I get it.
And if I cooked something for them with flour in it, I had to do a major cleaning in my kitchen to make sure the dust of the flour wasn't.
Can you have oatmeal?
One list said no, one list said yes. I think the problem is
it gets
contaminated with the wheat because they use the same rail cars. Hey, Randy. Randy, to answer your question to your email, we're going to work on that this afternoon, the May list. So crumbs in the butter. Yes, I hate that. So I had to use my own stuff, have my own particular array of things.
Is my husband around? I want to talk about him. When I met him, he used to just cut things like right on the counter. And I said, I have 7 cutting boards on purpose so that you could always take a fresh cutting board for everything. Like as you go through the day.
Right.
Now, one got
it's like running a kosher kitchen. Yeah.
So anyway, like the other day he was eating something. I said, you cut that bread right on the counter? And I'm like, and he goes, I suppose I did. And I'm like, no, I have cuts on my corian.
Yeah.
And now he goes, I'll polish it out. Like, so then let him go to Bound Brook. We were supposed to go to New Jersey today and stay till tomorrow and leave. And I said, why? It's like a pain in the ass. And he's like, I want you to go through stuff and throw it out. I go, we already went through this. Most of my stuff is big garbage or paper, like wood products, paper. We can't just toss it in a garbage bag and put it out. Like,
can y'all burn there?
Probably not. I mean, I don't have a pit, and
like, do you have like I
had a charcoal grill that I did occasionally try to burn stuff in, and I think it got buried in the back of my garage. So it's like, no, it's not convenient. Anyway, I don't want to. We used to have shred days, and maybe I can go to a shred day. The thing is, like, you're supposed to show a valid New Jersey license. I own a house in New Jersey. I don't know why they wouldn't let me do it.
Right.
I have.
My pet peeve is the mayo. Don't put your dirty knife in the mayonnaise.
Well, how about like peanut butter in the jelly or jelly in the peanut butter?
Yes.
That's it. Yeah, plate's fine. I don't mind. I use a lot of spoons. Like, I use an insane amount of spoons. I need to have like 4 extra. I don't know. I need to have another cutlery set just of spoons because, I'll stir a coffee and I'll put it in the sink and then I'll stir it all day long. I'm using spoons. It's insane.
Right? Claudette, we could be twins.
Well, I think that it's nice, quite frankly, like even salsa, it's nice to have your own little serving.
Right. Don't lick the spoon and dip it back in.
I mean, if you're a bachelor, you live alone, and you want to,
you can lick your spoon all you want, right?
I don't care. But if you're at a party,
double dippers, right? Oh my God.
My friend said, she goes, I take the chip and I do one half, and then I do the other side of the chip. I go, people still see you double dipping your chip. Break the chip first, then dip each half. That's all. And then you won't get accused. There's a solution.
Have a good day, Jeffrey. Oh my goodness, I tell you. Yeah, living with kids. I make my own dip. So I use it first and then I'll say, here, you can have the rest. But I used to, before I was on Ozempic, I could polish off a whole bag of chips and a whole thing of dip. Now it's like a little bit.
I want to say, when you buy certain bags of chips these days, they look like big bags, and then they're like,
yeah, there's this much in it.
Like 1/3 full, and then 2/3 it's like some kind of, I don't know if it's nitrogen. They put some kind of, I don't know, gas in there to make them.
Right. Wait, I bought, when I went to Sam's, I treated myself to an icy. It kind of tipped over my purse and like hit the side of it. It went down to like half of a cup of icy, which I didn't need more than that. But it was like, I guess when you do your own at the store, you kind of tap it and fill it. But yeah.
I also, how you talk about like wanting your own kind. I think it's good when you're married. Now, I used to know couples that would fight over what cereal to buy. I go, you're grown adults. Get 2 kinds of cereal.
Right.
Like, why should you be miserable? And get your own bag of chips. And if you like the same kind, put on with a Sharpie your initials, and it should be your chips. And then nobody has a problem with like, oh, you ate my chips. No.
Exactly.
Mine, you ate yours. Bye.
Right. Exactly. But usually they eat theirs and then they come eat mine. Hey, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
Glenn, you leaving today, huh?
Well, I don't know how to keep cereal. It was like, I paid about $5 a box I bought cereal for the first time in ages. I bought.
Well, Garrett likes.
I had
he likes
Frosted Flakes.
Yes.
I know what Garrett likes.
And Captain Crunch.
I like Captain Crunch. but I don't buy it. I like it. I used to think it was a little bit addictive. Like once you have it, you kind of want
Now
it.
I like the peanut butter Captain Crunch.
I like the red berries Captain Crunch.
But yeah, that's what he likes. I'll eat Frosted Flakes.
I like plain,
not my favorite.
And I also like mixtures of flakes. I used to like cornflakes mixed with like Total, mixed with like if they had Team. Oh, I like the Special K red berries.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like Special K. But if I tell you how I like to eat Special K, you're gonna laugh at me. So
you're gonna. I bet it's evaporated milk or
yes, that's how I grew up.
No,
evaporated milk and bananas. But it's got to be cold. You know, I make it cold.
We used to have bananas.
My mama did that to us. That's how she gave it to us. And I like Rice Krispies with evaporated milk.
Robin said she bought discounted strawberry protein Cheerios, and they were delicious, she felt. So that's good.
Oh, okay.
That's awesome.
Well, you drive safe, Glenn.
Yeah, definitely drive safe. Have a great time. I hadn't bought cereal.
Anitra, she said she likes Frosted Flakes because they're great.
I don't like Frosted Flakes so much. I prefer plain corn flakes. How boring am I?
Oh, but you know what he does? I don't know if I was on the phone with you one day when
does he put sugar on the Frosted Flakes?
No. Yes, I think he does. But no, maybe he does. I don't know. He puts them in the bowl and then he takes them and he crushes them. And then he puts more and he crushes them.
Oh
my God.
You know, serving is about 1 ounce of fluffy cereal. If you crush it, you're eating 4 servings. So.
Yeah, well, he probably eats way more than that too. But, you know.
I used to.
My new favorite cereal is the Reese's peanut butter, chocolate peanut butter cereal. But I don't eat that much, just a little bit. Oh, George from Seinfeld.
George was so funny. He was such a neurotic weirdo.
And you know that's a show I didn't watch a whole lot.
Oh, man. Everybody that I knew, like, kind of growing up and since then. Well, I mean, it was on. When was it on? In the 90s or the 80s or the 90s? Anyway, so many people, even like Tony, when he gets on a kick, like he'll watch it almost all the time. And then my ex used to watch it all the time. And my friends used to watch it. It was a lot.
Thank you, Jeffrey.
A lot of George. There were some really good episodes. Like the one with the plane ride with the guy, like the criminal. I shouldn't say criminal. Like they were doing like a prison transport on the plane, and oh man, like George was in it. That was so good. Kramer. There was a show in the 80s called Friday Nights, and it's on YouTube, and Tony's been watching it. And the guy that, like Larry David, who was in Curb Your Enthusiasm, and he was the head writer on Seinfeld.
Teresa said Con Air. Must have been air.
It's like but there was an episode in Seinfeld about like one prisoner getting transported, and it was like George and Kramer had like a thing going, and then Elaine and Jerry had a thing going on, like with planes and stuff. And it was that was an excellently crafted episode.
I guess we won't be able to have these anymore either.
Why? Because there's chemicals. Oh, the chocolate. I forgot. That would, of all the things you mentioned you had to give up, I mean, yeah, like obviously a nice croissant every once in a while, or like a pizza crust. But I would miss the idea. If someone told me you can't have chocolate, I'd be so sad.
I think if it doesn't bother you or trigger something, occasionally wouldn't be bad. But
I felt like I used to get migraines if I ate eggplant. And I thought that like early on in life. And I thought I would get this like really bad pounding headache if I ate like eggplant parmesan. And I ate like eggplant parmesan, and I think it was a double whammy between the tomatoes and the eggplant.
Oh, maybe. And MSG too is on my no.
And I think like the you know how if you go to a place, which is probably a bad idea, but like there used to be the Sizzler, there was like a Bonanza, these like steakhouses that had big salad bars. I would eat that salad and get a really bad headache. And I think they sprayed it with like sulfites or something.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
There's a place near us that's called Hoss, Hoss, and they have a big salad bar. But I went there.
Okay, Anitra. They got better snacks, Anitra? Jane, y'all got better snacks? Claudette?
Do they?
I don't know. Anitra said she'll go across the border to get her snacks.
Do you have to pay to go into Canada? I know, like when we went for Sudafed, because I had like stuffed nose, they sold it like about 90.
She said yes.
They had over, you could get almost like 100. I see another yellow swallowtail butterfly.
So what's so good about them? Tell me. Yes, $5 in the car over.
Well, yeah, they better have good prices, and that's not even a big toll in today's world.
So it's probably, Jane says no. Probably from back, you don't have to.
It depends. It depends probably where you are, because I could get to Pennsylvania for free over some bridges, but if I take the highway bridge, I got to pay $3. So,
they were saying that the Kramer, when he was doing golf balls in the ocean, and
that was a good episode.
Whale's blowhole,
where George says he's a marine biologist. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a really good one. That was one of my favorite ones too.
She said because our money is worth more, or however they do that, she can get a bunch of snacks for $20.
In my area, you could get 4 bags of snacks for about $35 because there's a store that's like near expiration date store. So I'm basically buying almost old food. Maybe some of them are old.
Okay. I can see that.
Mr. White,
very cloudy, Glenn. When I went outside earlier, it wasn't raining.
Want to play with your toy? You want to play catch? Catch? Oh, you caught it. Oh, good boy.
Don't you need a passport to cross?
Well, you need. They had a not passport like card you could keep in your wallet to pass, but I don't know. I thought they were doing away with it.
I know a friend of mine said she was from the Bronx, and they would go like on vacation back home, and then they would go to Canada or whatever. And she said the last. Mm-hmm.
I'm from the Bronx.
I know. Well, she was from the Bronx, and they would go, and then they would go like visit Niagara Falls and stuff.
It's
and
like 8 hours away. It's not like around the corner. You know that.
I know.
Okay.
They would go vacation there.
Okay.
And so that when they would go to the other side of Niagara, they got stuck one time because they didn't have passports. And they had a hard time getting back. They let them cross, but they had a hard time getting back here.
Yeah, that was the way it went.
Hey, Scarlett.
Hi, Scarlett. I used to go to Canada all the time. I had a friend in Montreal, and back when I knew him, we just needed a driver's license. But since then, like the last time we went to Canada, which was probably 5 or 6 years ago, I needed it. So.
Mm-hmm. So Claudette and Jane or whoever lives near there. You know what? It wasn't the Bronx. It was Buffalo that she lived.
Oh yeah, Buffalo's really, really close to Niagara Falls. It's really close. I mean, like you could almost say like, oh, we're going to eat in that restaurant in Canada because it's that close.
Yeah, I have that enhanced driver's license thingamajigger.
I have the real ID. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Yeah, Garrett doesn't. He's got to get his. Well, I wanted to say something and I forgot what it was now. You know, words are hard. I can't remember. Oh, well. It couldn't have been important.
Debbie's saying Angel in the house. Angel.
Oh, a porcelain princess. Miss Scarlett came in. Of course she is not. Oh, I know what I want to say. Have any of you guys seen when they lit up the falls in Teal? It's an October thing for trigeminal neuralgia thing. They, I think it's October 7th. They lit up the falls in Teal. It's pretty awesome. Oh, 5 minutes to go to Canada for Anitra. It's nice, nice, nice.
That's pretty close.
Okay.
So, I remember watching Anitra go to like yard sales and getting like really good prices on things, including gold. And I go down the road and the guy's selling like rusty tin watering cans and asking me like for the prices were between 25 and like over 100.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, I used to love, I don't know why I don't watch them anymore, but the Bargain Barons, it's a little couple from Canada that thrift and stuff. Oh, wow. Claudette says she's only minutes from Michigan, right across the border.
Okay. I would go to Michigan if I lived right near it. Because it's a state I could check off.
Mm. Okay. We don't live like by any fun like things.
That's not necessarily true. You're near like beaches and I mean
Grand Isle?
No, I don't know. Isn't there like aren't you not that far from the panhandle and stuff?
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't like beaches, so I don't consider it.
And you don't like crowds, so you don't like going to downtown. I mean, I get it. Like,
yeah,
I was so close. I was so close to New York City, and I was done. I lived there, been there, done that. Like, I got past it. It's New York. Certain cities, certain places are good when you're young. I feel like if you have a lot of money and you have a lot of energy, you could have a really good time. I guess that's everywhere, but you know what I mean. Like New York City is especially expensive. And especially walkie, if you know.
Right. Oh, Claudette said they have a lot of young adults come to their bars because drinking age is 19 there.
Oh, ain't that great? And so they drive home drunk. I would be like staking out the the like roads on the way back to New York. I mean to Michigan.
What, 18 there? Okay. I used to be 18 long time ago. When I was young, it was 18.
I was gonna say when I was 18, it was legal. And then they made it 19 and I was already 19. And when they made it 21, I was already 21. So somebody I mean, not that it mattered, but back in the day, there was a bar in my area that supposedly had the best, they had really good hamburgers, but they had a sign, we have the best hamburgers, and they were really, really good. But we would go to their bar. I was 15. They never asked me for ID. Isn't that sad? Noted. Come here, buddy. Mr. Buddy.
Oh, that sounds fun, Anitra. 18 where? It used to be 18 when I was growing up.
She's in Wales in the UK.
Oh, yeah.
She's in a whole different country, in a whole different continent. So, yeah, they don't care. They like
I went down the Royal Guard YouTube hole last night.
Really? I don't even know there was a hole for that.
Oh God! The people who they do the changing of the guards and the horse guards.
You feel chunky.
And some people are so stupid when they visit another country and they act an ass. You know?
Yeah. Well, they don't even have to go to another country to act like an ant.
Right. So now they have a box drawn around the horses that you can't even, because people would invade the horses and touch them, and then the horse, sometimes they bite. So but
yeah,
I was watching one video of where the guard was very off what they supposed to do, and did like really kind things. Like there was this little old lady and man who were vets. So when they went to take their picture, the guard moved the horse over so it could be in the picture, and he leaned back so he can get in the picture with them.
That's sweet.
And then good Martin crying by the door. And then like if a special needs kid goes up there with in their chair, they'd bring the horse over. And it's so funny how the horses will nuzzle at those kids like in such a loving way. It's amazing.
What does a cow say, Norton? I remember there's somebody who has a golden that sounds like a cow. He goes moo.
Tony must be coming because he backed off.
No, he knows like nothing's happening. He doesn't like Roxy's in the other side. And
oh, I know, Anitra, it is. I'm getting a bath.
Norton's at the door. Norton!
Oh, I busted you, huh? Oh, there we go. Getting a bath.
Norton was laying in his round bed yesterday. Go in. The door's open now. You could push it.
Oh, shoot. Why don't I even touch my camera? Why? Tell me why.
Norton's full of grass. Were you rolling around in the cut grass? Yes. That's fun. That's a barrel of laughs, this dog thinks. I'm so relieved. He wanted to leave early today to go to Jersey. I wouldn't have.
So are y'all gonna go or no?
No, I already talked about it.
Well, I know you did. I couldn't remember if you said,
he just burped really loud. Well, she said cute dogs. So
thank you, Ashley.
Thank you. Hi, Denise.
I was looking. Hey, Denise.
Okay, go out.
I was looking for my brush so I could brush Precious's.
Go. I'm not coming.
That's right. That's right. Went for a ride over the falls on my desk all the time. I don't know why this stupid thing does not stay on my thing.
Gimme.
Oh, she's a mess, Anitra.
Can I catch?
I need to comb her pigtails.
Go get it. He can catch.
How's it going, Denise?
It's needy today. And Roxy's not Roxy probably went upstairs.
The new bed I bought for Precious.
Is she using it? Oh wait, who's using it? Oh.
And she's so big. Y'all don't look at the mess. She's so big, her head's hanging out of it.
Norton kind of puts his head on the edge.
Now, it makes like a little indent.
Called like a donut bed, I think.
She likes to lay in that little crease. Oh,
and then they feel like they're being hugged.
Okay. All right. Finish cleaning my hand.
Wow, Anitra, 2 years already.
Oh, wow. She's 7 already.
Norton's going to be 4. She's going to be 4.
Oh, no. Just rest today, Denise. You don't need to do that.
Well, here comes Roxy. Here's Roxy. Roxy's here. Oh, no. It looks cute, right, Anitra?
Was it last week we got them groomed, I think? Except it needs to be brushed. But yeah, so they decided they shaved her face this time, and they left her ears long.
I think there's dog wrestling going on.
So I had put little bows in her top of her ears, but I can't find them. They're little clips.
Are you playing with each other?
Hey, Johnny.
Hi, Johnny.
Hey, Thomas.
Hi. Hi, Roxy. Someone come on here.
Big hour.
Mm-hmm. 26.
Okay.
Saturday.
Wow. You do?
All free food.
Okay.
It's like rinse and repeat. In, out, in, out, all day. We left them alone one day for 8 hours.
Thomas, can you give me a cup of ice, please? I would ask for coffee, but I guess that would be too much.
Well, I don't know. So
yeah, she's got one's a golden retriever, and let me see if I can get it right. Roxy is a duck tolling retriever.
Yeah, it's from Nova Scotia. I think the duck tollers are a combination of like a golden retriever, a Brittany Spaniel, and probably a border collie, and that's kind of like their mix. They're for hunting. I don't.
Okay. I saw there was a dog.
She shakes at any noise.
Sticking out the window at Sam's yesterday. It looked just like Roxy.
Wow. I saw a dog at the Sheetz gas station sticking his head out the window, and the lady went into the store and the dog jumped out the window. And it almost was like strangling, but luckily there was a person holding the leash and like let it get like lower.
Right.
And it landed.
They're so fast.
Oh my gosh. And she came running back because I went, oh my God. I was like, no.
Oh, wow.
And she goes, this dog is 9 months old and it's so rotten. She's like, it's always running away. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Well, James says they're pretty dogs and good bird hunting dogs.
Well, Roxy's obviously a failed hunting dog because anytime she hears a gunshot, she trembles. And even if she hears like any kind of noise that sounds like a thunderstorm, or if there's like a lot of wind, or if the windows rattle, she's shaking. It's so hard.
But she wasn't brought up as that from a puppy, was she?
We got her from West Virginia because some guy said he was going to shoot her in the head, and he like tied her to the outside of his shelter. He said, I found her by a lake and I don't want this dog, and you if you don't take her, I'm just gonna shoot her in the head out back. And
wow.
So they took her and called an animal rescue group because it was a kill shelter and they obviously didn't have room. And they gave her I want to say the hysterectomy. They neutered her or spayed her, and they brought her up. I didn't know she was on drugs. She was on pain pills when I got her. She was very calm and very sweet, and she was the most rotten dog when she was a puppy. Horrible. Anyway, it was a horrible story, and I guess she was like outside. I don't know if she was an outside dog all the time or like she was just living by that lake for a while because she was so
bye, dads.
Bye. Take care.
Have fun at prison.
Yeah, she was traumatized by like by nature and the owners. So she never got over that part. I mean, she did get she's kind of toilet trained like 99%, but there seems to be no rhyme or reason like why she will pee in the house because we're home sometimes and she'll just do it. But she's done it a few times here, and then Norton sees that she does it and then he'll do it. And I'm like, you gotta play follow the leader with pee. But it's only happened like 3 times here.
Right.
But
okay,
3 times is too many.
So is my big brother buying you coffee today? Why you gave me one? Oh, I was gonna say, why you gave me a cup without lid? I have my husband's cup, Big G. Oh, my drink sounds dead. Like flat.
Like that.
I think I wonder what my
Wait, I
husband.
have to show y'all what I bought. It's so flipping cute. It's this little garbage can, like for the desk.
That is cute. I like
That
it.
isn't it the cutest?
Really cute.
Like I don't have room for my crap on my desk, but I bought that. It was only $2.
I tried to stack up my paints and stack up my pads because I thought we were leaving, but now that we're staying,
Unpack.
I would have probably been gone by now. He would have probably wanted to leave by 10:30 or so. Anyway, we're having a yard sale here. It's my first yard sale pretty much ever. So
Nice.
I mean, I've been to other people's yard sales and sat with them for a while. Now the trouble about having a yard sale during a community yard sale day is you can't shop if you have to mind your stuff.
Right. You'd have to have two people, like let Tony watch it while you go shopping.
I know if Tony watches my stuff,
he would say, take it.
I'm gonna say, give me $20 and take every single thing that's out, pretty much, or maybe even 10, or maybe even free. I don't know. That's kind of like what he would do. Because he used to say to me in New Jersey, "How much you think you could make?" And I go, "I think I could make
Hey, Amber.
$300." And he said, "I'll just give you $300 to not have to work."
Too funny.
I treasure scavengers. Good morning. So what's the name? What's the name of who's?
That's Amber.
Amber. Okay.
It's so funny that some people I can remember, like
I can't remember anybody's name. I'm sorry.
And then some people I'm like, who are you?
Put your name in your name.
You send me a picture.
Come on.
I like pictures.
Boy, oh boy. Okay, so I'm asking a question to the people in the audience who do watercolor. Do you seal your watercolors? Just asking.
Oh, can I show her, Anitra?
Hang on, Mama. You got this one.
Okay, and look, Thomas is bringing me my pieces and parts of Dr. Pepper's everywhere. This is Anitra's baby. Fine Precious could be like family.
Yeah.
Like, see.
Definitely.
I'm trying to get it where the glare. There we go.
Sure, definitely. I think that you could get a similar haircut each of the dogs, and they look
right.
They look like
they could be twinsies.
Very
they
cute.
Look like sisters.
Very cute.
Aww. She's waiting for chicken, she said.
A lot of the Amish people have dogs that size. And Tony's like that. He goes, "Did you notice all the dogs are kind of small dogs out here?" I go, "Mostly, yeah." I mean, I did see a golden retriever running by.
Why are you breathing like that? She's going,
what's wrong?
What's the matter, my baby? Huh? You hungry? Yes, Bella. I picked up the food.
Norton just runs under the desk and looks out the window. He's like, I don't care that you're here. What do you better not pick up papers and pencils. I don't want to see you chewed up. I'm gonna be mad.
Oh, she's 9. That's about the size of Precious.
Oh my goodness. Ugh. Don't you dare. Don't you dare eat this stuff. This is why I can't be clean anymore, because I bend down and it feels like I just ran a marathon. Oh, it's horrible. I hate to sound like an old fart. I guess. But I am.
Then I have to drop a little bit. Even though
what is she
though
what are you feeding her? Oh, is that Gainsburgers or something?
Them stupid whatever you call it. That's all she could chew.
I know, because I was on my hands and knees and like I I probably have high blood pressure, but I don't know. I was gonna get a drug.
Oh, it's called meaty something. That's it.
Oh, moist and meaty.
Moist and meaty.
Yeah.
Teresa says it smells like Play-Doh.
Very
It kind
healthy.
of does.
How much you got to figure out how much per pound it is. You might be able to just like ground anyway. Give her like ground beef,
I know.
boiled or
I
something.
may boil up some chicken for her.
Put it
You
in
want
the.
some?
Would
But
she
then I
eat
have
like
to
a
throw a few
veggie kind
pieces
of
on the
food?
floor for Bella. Huh?
Would she eat it if you put it in like a blender? Like put like like if you had a rotisserie chicken and you put like some rice and chicken in the blender, would she eat that?
Mm-hmm.
I know, like what kind of dog would refuse like human food?
Right.
Susie, look up at the chat. What? Oh, is it about the ceiling? You don't seal it, but you've seen people do it. It doesn't preserve the light fastness, right? Like I guess you need to have UV glass if you're framing. But
Okay.
I was watching a video about a woman who makes a lot of Christmas cards, and so she does seal them then, because she wants them to arrive like not like what if they put them in the mailbox and the mailbox wet? They want them to stay good.
I don't ever find anything like that, Robin.
What did Robin find?
She said she found some earrings that look like Precious.
Ah, that's cute.
I find other stuff, but not that. Why are you making such noises today?
I don't know. Is she
You
congested?
done? Watch. You see? Yeah. You see when she's done? Oh, no. She'll turn her head and she won't even come back to it.
Just trying to eat with her one tooth.
Yeah. You see?
I saw her like throwing it in her mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like it was hard for her to swallow. Do you think she's thirsty?
She knows where the water is.
Well, she's on your lap 100% of the time.
But that's her choice. I'll put her down and she comes. You done?
What's going on? I don't understand. Who's behind me? What is Tony doing that you're so excited about them?
All right. Here, Bella, you can have the rest. She's done. Here.
Oh no.
All right.
He's looking for tools, but the thing he's holding looks like some kind of circular saw on a stick. That's frightening. Oh, you would put them in plastic wrap or a sealed bag with a stiff backing board. Okay.
What's that?
We were talking. I asked if anybody seals their watercolors, and Jane said she doesn't. And I said, I saw somebody who was made Christmas cards and sealed those because she didn't want them getting ruined in like the shipping.
Oh, okay.
But she says she puts things in plastic wrap or a sealed bag, and then a stiff backing board, and then put it in a bubble mailer. All right. So is that because you sold prints or just sent cards like that? It's none of my. I mean, I'm kind of
made cards and sent them. I don't know how she sent them either.
I'm kind of scared to sell some of my paintings because I think that abstractions are just abstract. So like, they can't say I didn't do it good.
Well, if they see what it looks like, they can't say anything after anyway. There's no more, Bella. That's it, honey.
There's people who sell prints. They say if you paint on hot pressed, you could take a high resolution copy and then you can download it to like places that sell prints for you and they take a cut.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, that's interesting. I never tried to sell.
Say hello. Say hello. Say hello, Bella.
Hey, Bella.
Ow, Belle. Ouch. Just drags her.
I wonder why I have a bruise on the top of my leg, and I know it's from Norton standing on me with all his weight, big boy.
I have no more food, Bella. So go play.
People probably started painting Christmas cards now.
I'm sure. I forgot when Teresa says she starts doing her Christmas cards.
I mean, look, it's never too early if you're gonna
go CTT. Go.
I don't know if you use them or if you're selling them, but I mean, it's kind of late for Mother's Day. Maybe.
She said if she mailed something personal, she would just send the card. But if somebody's buying it, then
they get special treatment.
Thank you, Jeffrey. I gotta find that brush so we can do her hair. Her ears are driving me crazy because they look like stringy.
I've been cleaning out the inside of Norton's ears a lot lately because he's been rolling around in the grass. And this dog, I don't know. I never had a dog that had needed to be, his ears needed to be cleaned so often. He's like a yucky little dog. He's a big boy. You're a yucky.
Teresa, y'all going to get coffee? Because I didn't get one today. I'm just saying. I mean, I got one that my husband made me, but I did not get.
What's going on outside? What do you see? What do you see? You smell like. Do your dogs smell like copper if they lay out in the sun?
Copper?
Yeah, it's like a copper smell. I don't know. Like, you know,
I don't know if I call it like copper. They smell dog.
Did you ever have a jar of pennies and it had a certain smell?
No.
Okay.
No?
Are you rubbing your butt on my leg? Why?
Ew.
Ew. Don't do that.
Let's do it on your leg.
It's
right?
just like has an itch, back into me and like.
Oh. Precious will go along the edge of the bed and like do her face.
Oh, the face. He does his face on like the couch or the bed and his butt is still up in there. It's really funny to watch. He looks like he's going to do a somersault. He's a funny boy. He's a funny one. Yeah, but he always likes to like he'll put his behind kind of near me, and I'm like, get your butt out of my face, and then he starts like wagging his tail and smacking me, and I'm like I do have a good snot. Like, you know how sometimes did you ever like, I mean, when I was a kid, like if you had a cut, sometimes you would like, I don't know, like taste the blood kind of, and it tasted like copper. And you're like, what is, I don't know. I used to be like work with metal smithing. Copper's not a good, like if you saw copper and there's like a lot of copper dust, it's not really good to have too much copper in your system, but we still didn't use masks. Because back then, we didn't worry about dying back then. We were just thinking,
right? No, we haven't had problems with ear infections but if it does, we'll cut them. I usually keep them cut, but they left them long, so I didn't say anything.
I think, I mean, her ears long. It's really cute.
Yeah. No, Claudette was saying their dog was prone to ear infections, but they kept, and once they started cutting the ears shorter, didn't have a problem anymore.
Well, I don't know that he has an infection, but he just gets like a lot of, it's just discharge. It's growth. I mean, I feel like I need to keep on top of it. And I bought like ear wipes for that. And, he's okay with one ear being done, but he's bored of it by the next one. She needs her own comedy show. And she's
Well,
not.
I tell you all the time when I'm telling you about our show that you never know what Suzy's going to come up with.
Yeah, it's true. And sometimes, I mean, look, I remember last week when I was saying that I've seen people without clothes on, and you thought, like, you instantly get like this perverted notion. And I'm thinking, didn't you ever, when I was young, I went to day camp and they had the changing room with, like some people just like walked around naked. And I'm like, I'm not that comfortable doing that anyway. All right, Jane, take care.
Bye, Jane.
Oh, that'll be fun to lift hundreds of pounds. I hope someone's helping you.
Yeah, she said the guys are on the way.
Okay.
Hopefully they're big, strong guys. You got the hiccups, my baby.
Oh, my husband's coming over here.
Oh.
I don't know.
I want to go take a ride to the house. So I told Garrett what he should do is go to the house, just walk on the porch and say, hey guys, just saying hello, and notice what the code is, because it's one of those ones you got to like scroll each number on the lockbox. I told him, see what it's set to. Then we can go back later.
I want it. I mean,
it's my house.
It's your house. I don't know. Maybe they have issues where, like, sometimes they're worried you're not going to lock it up good, and someone will come in and steal something, and then they'll think you stole. You know what I mean? Like, It's a lot of responsibility
to break in my own house.
Right. So my doctor, who I thought, anyway.
Well, he asked us not to go while they're working. That if he's like the supervisor, he said if he's there, he'll be happy to take us around. But I guess because, it's a risk that you trip on something they're working on or whatever. And
that's true too. It's a liability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he said if he's there, but we don't ever run into him that often. Try using our area code. Never thought of that. Well, I was even thinking my street address.
I would be trying everything if I wanted to break in my house.
I know, right? Yep.
Did you try like 111, 222, 322?
No, I didn't try anything, honestly.
Yeah, I'd want to know. Oh, I got a message. I wonder if my medicine is at the pharmacy. I don't know. I'm getting happy about it, but
my sister-in-law just sent me a message wanting to know if I wanted to go to the dollar deal store. I got so much to do. Yeah, right. Scarlett, speaking of numbers, you know what my sub count is? 666.
Ooh.
So y'all please see if y'all subscribe to me, and if not, please sub, because I need to get it either unsub or sub. Climb through a window. Everything is locked tight. Right.
My
girl, I need to get it over that. Thomas, you subscribe to me? You subscribe to me?
I keep doing it. It keeps on coming
up.
Well,
go do it again, because I'm at like a not nice number. I need
my
one more.
YouTube's been
see, he just don't want to subscribe to his mama, but that's okay.
No.
My pharmacy gave me a text, and it said, hey, we'll keep in touch with reminders it sounds like they filled one prescription, but I ordered 2 prescriptions. So I'm not going for one, but they keep sending me emails. We're keeping in touch. I'm like, thank you. Why don't they say, how are you?
Auntie said hi.
Hi.
I did the drive-through at the pharmacy the other day, and they gave my dogs biscuits. That was sweet.
Oh.
So the dogs got cookies.
Oh, nice, Jeffrey. I just don't like the number that mine is right now.
666. Well, I guess most of the people here,
I know,
unless there's some lurkers, I'm pretty sure everybody who's in the chat has subscribed to you.
Right.
So
if you're lurking, and you're not subscribed, please do so. Because I was at 667, and then I lost one, and now I'm at that, and it's like,
I can't get to 500. If 45 or 50 people would like enjoy subscribing to me, I'd appreciate it.
I know, right?
It doesn't cost anything. It's totally free. I don't charge.
Oh, it's back up to 667. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Gwen.
Now I'm getting messages that say, "Hello, Anthony. Upgrade your phone." I'm not Anthony. Okay. I have to actually do something with customer service. I spend like about a third of my life on the phone with customer service agents. Gwen B just
Mama
said
knows best,
her
Gwen.
other-
She,
with her
yeah. Oh, thank you, Gwen.
Oh, wait,
So
Gwen.
sweet.
Suzy Woozy with her two alter ego. She has them. She's quick to sign on.
When you want to go back to the booth?
I don't know.
They don't
This
sell better
weekend.
spite. Greg, I'm subscribed to over 2,000 people on YouTube. And yet, yeah, they don't return the favor for sure. I've actually like suggested that to somebody.
I got a new sub
I
this
think
morning. It's a marbler. They search for marbles in the ground and old glass.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, how do you know where to go to search for marble?
Okay, a lot of people do it in like stream beds that aren't that deep, and
He was digging in the ground.
some people were doing it. I saw people like in a creek. They were like marching down a creek. They call it cricks here. A creek.
Okay.
Creek. Anyway, they were doing it in the soft creek beds, looking for more. I don't know. I mean, there's not a lot of people that have lived here over the years. It's like one family, basically, and like all their kids got a house on property. And then somebody sold the farmstead up the hill. But I mean, ultimately, do the Amish people play with marbles? There's not a lot going on. I think they play with sticks and hoops.
Well, they may play with marbles because it's not a. Thank you, Gwen. I appreciate you.
Right? They definitely play baseball because and they're barefoot. I saw them in the schoolyard in bare feet, like playing baseball.
I was watching. You know that girl that stares.
Yes, people say in the comments how creepy she is.
They were not allowed to wear shoes unless it was really cold or whatever. And she was like, they toughen up their feet or whatever.
Is it on purpose to toughen the feet, or
because they're not allowed to wear shoes unless it's really cold?
I don't know.
But she's no longer with the thing, but she still dresses like it. But she also dresses
like it for the videos.
Yeah.
She mentioned that on a different video show that she does with she knows.
I don't know.
There's a medical problem where people don't blink enough, and it's like an underdeveloped part of the brain. And as soon as I had heard about that, I go, "Oh, that Amish lady!" I watched a video of hers yesterday. She did not blink one time in the whole video.
Oh, I know. It's crazy. It's freaky.
And then she's staring forward, like while she's cutting tomatoes, while she's making a salad, and she's just staring at the camera. And I'm like,
I know.
Someone said maybe
I don't know if I've seen this lady, but I don't know. It's crazy. Now, some of her stuff is like, ew, I wouldn't eat that. And some of them.
I saw her blink one time in the whole time, and she was like looking down, and she blinked. But
what's her channel? Let me see if I can find it.
If you look up Amish, and it's a girl doing like cooking, and
she's always in a green dress.
Well, her and her, they do a chat show, and they do other Amish-based stuff. She's made a lot of money. I'll look. We're looking for Amish.
Oh, here she is. I got her. Her name, her channel is. Wait, I'm going to it. Lavina Hirschberger.
Oh. Is it Hirsch or Harshberger? Hirschberger's the name.
HERSHBERGER.
Because there's a Harshberger's like.
Yeah, so it's LOVINAHERSHBERGER. It's at literally just _a_girl. At oops. At LTER. Just a girl. That's her like her handle.
Oh. I just remembered I planted 2 pots.
This is what she looks like.
Now imagine that face talking and staring at the camera and not blinking the whole time.
I know.
She seems like a nice girl. She has that.
Yeah, she does. She left the whatever, and she's not anymore. Yeah, and she's married, and
right. And I think she does some shows with her cousin. But anyway, I wonder why she left. Is what I don't know if she ever spoke.
Yeah, I don't know. But one day she said something about her old Amish boyfriend, and she goes, "What do you think about this?" or something. I don't know, but it was.
I want to know about that kind of stuff. Each order has their own rules, and even each church in the order has their own rules. So there's so many different, like when people say, "Oh, Amish people do this," I'm like, not all Amish people do the same things that other Amish people do. And all the Amish people that I've seen around here, when they're adults, are wearing shoes, but the kids were playing baseball at their school with no shoes. And I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, maybe it's the kids.
When we were in Lancaster, they had these like kick scooters. There's like their 2 wheels, handlebars, and they just kick and roll down the street. It's not a bike. I don't know. Maybe bikes are too fancy with all the gears and stuff. So, yeah, it's amazing, right? Anyway, he was barefoot and the pavement was hot. It was
hot. When we were young, we used to walk on a hot pavement with rocks and everything, and it didn't matter. Now I can't take 2 steps.
I used to wear these flat sandals. Like we used to call them, I guess, like the Jesus sandal. The toe ring and then the piece of leather across, and we would be like. Anyway, they had no support at all. And then if it would be raining and we had to walk through a puddle, we would take them off and walk in barefoot. One day I stepped on a big hunk of glass, so it's not always the best idea. It's probably not a good idea at all, truthfully. But we did it.
Yeah, she cooks. Some stuff looks good and some stuff I'm going, ew.
She made a taco salad video that I watched. And I mean, I wouldn't have like stirred it up like she did. But the general ingredients sounded great. In a way. I just don't like pre-dressed salads. I like to add my own dressing. One thing about the Amish style and the Pennsylvania style cooking I've discovered is they enjoy over gravying everything. Like if you order something with gravy, it is like end-to-end gravy.
Right.
And that's like too much for me. It's like kind of cool.
Ask them to put it on the side.
Yeah, I will from now on. But I keep like, I order things thinking it's going to be something and it comes so different. And I'm like, oh, I guess I should have asked. How do you?
Yeah, well, you should learn by now to ask.
I should, because I keep getting surprised. Surprise!
You don't cook?
I ordered chicken cook a lot. And it cooks like stew. I'm like, why did you stew my chicken? I thought it would be a piece of dry chicken. It's old. Anyway.
I don't know what I'm gonna fix. I probably do those shrimp skewers with, I don't know with what, but I'll figure something out.
Asparagus. You can have.
Yeah, right. Well, no, I gotta cook something for everybody. So.
I'm gonna go looking around. in my flower bed, there were 3 asparagus growing. And I was like, I almost stepped on them because I wasn't expecting to see asparagus in my flower bed. Tony is like, I bet the birds planted that. I'm like, I'm sure they did. Anyway, there seems to be little trees growing in the beds. So I'm wondering what tree dropped. Very, I don't know. They grow
Yeah.
really. They're in
That
every.
happens a lot, Liv. When you cook something, by the time you finish, you don't feel like eating it. I do that.
I did that with on Easter. I made that. I made a pork shoulder in the crock pot. It tasted really good. But after I had one serving of it, I was kind of done.
Mm-hmm.
And Tony was eating it a lot, actually. I want to take it.
We had so much barbecue left over. The kids are eating it, but I don't like leftover barbecue. I eat it when it's hot, and then after that, I'm done.
Now, by barbecue, you mean like hot dogs, hamburgers, and chicken?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we had sausage and pork. Too much.
I don't mind eating like leftover hamburger, but leftover hot dogs aren't that good, in my opinion.
Right. I don't like leftover chicken. So I just don't like the smoke of barbecue.
I don't really like, I used to love chicken. I ate chicken all the time. And then I had a surgery, and then I decided after that I never wanted to eat chicken again. Really. I mean, I eat like fried chicken to me isn't chicken. But I mean like I would like saute it up with vegetables and stuff. No, I don't want it.
Yeah. I like to do like wraps or say tacos with soft shells. And I'll have taco meat cooked. I'll have grilled chicken. I do like a London broil. And we'll have and you fix like grilled onions and peppers, and you can pick what you want to put in there.
Can you have onions now on your diet?
Yes, I can have onions.
Okay. I don't eat, if I eat onions and peppers, they bug me. What kind of surgery made me not like chicken anymore? Anyway, I had a gastric bypass in 2017, and I didn't really, you can't really eat a whole lot of food after having it anyway, but for some reason, I used to not like fish, and I love chicken, and it flip-flopped for me. And now I can eat fish, and sometimes I don't like it when I have it. I just don't want to make it anymore. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was really weird for me. I don't know. I'm wondering what else. Oh, right after that surgery, I didn't like garlic. And it
Really?
Yeah, really. Like garlic made my mouth taste like it tasted so intense. If anything, it was like, how you buy sometimes a pasta sauce and they'll say with like garlic and sun-dried tomatoes or something. The garlic taste of that fake garlic or the garlic oil or whatever they put in it. Well, I would be like, whoa, it's so garlicky.
Wow.
But I kind of got past it, and I can use garlic again. But it took a long time to get over those like weird kind of things.
Oh, I love garlic too.
I do love garlic now, but it has to be just like I used to just sometimes get like a crushed, what do they call it? Like a garlic press, and use like a couple of cloves per dish. And now I can't.
Catfish is my favorite fish, Randy. I love catfish. But you have to take the bloodline out of it, because if they don't, then it's not good. You have to know how to clean it. I don't like tilapia either. To me, it's like a dead taste. Like there's no flavor to it.
I don't mind tilapia, but I don't like when you hear how they kind of farm it in Asia. You probably wouldn't want to eat it. But there's a kind of fish that's related to tilapia, which I like a lot better. And it's called basa, I think, BASA, or swai, SWAI. and that's a good fish. But
Mhm. Yeah.
I also like, during the Lenten days, they have like fried fish
Mhm.
fries. I like that. And when
Yeah.
it's fried, anything fried is pretty good. I mean, I'd
Yeah.
probably eat like a shoe if it was fried.
Well, I mean, catfish is a big thing here. You know, a lot of the fishermen, the guys who do it for a living, they catch catfish and they sell it, and
I like
it's
it.
a big thing. You, in fact,
We don't see it.
so much that a lot of places are passing off basa as catfish. So now you have to, if you're
They're
a restaurant,
related. They're actually related.
well, but now you have to put, if you're doing fried shoes,
You didn't hear me. I made a joke. She's like,
do what?
I said, I like fried foods. I like them so much, I would probably fry a shoe and enjoy it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's
But
when you have to
yeah,
explain
so
a joke,
legally they have to post if they're serving basa.
well, they should. I mean, for a while
Because they had the catfish festival and they were passing basa off at some of the booths.
there was some
And
fish they were faking scallops out of. They were taking like cookie cutters to like monkfish or something and calling them scallops, or maybe even anyway. They lie if they can a lot of things. What's LJS? She said she's so sad her only LJS closed. I don't know what that means, but
I don't know.
I love salmon. I eat that. I try to eat it almost like every week, but we don't always
Oh,
get it.
Long John Silver's.
Oh, okay.
We don't have those.
We don't have that. I mean, I've passed them by. I never tried them. See, I really enjoy shrimp and I really enjoy like seafood, but I'm worried about eating it, so I tend to not. If I'm consciously thinking about it, I won't get it. But occasionally, I just don't even. I'll go to a restaurant. I'll be like, oh, I'll have the like scallops. And
She says it's the best fish ever. That's because you haven't had fish here, Randy.
wait, so your Long John Silver's you felt had the best fish ever? Okay. If I
Oh,
ever if I ever pass by one, I know where.
I'll
I
have
think
to try it.
there's
We'll try it. I know you've had it, but I'm saying you haven't had it from here, I bet.
You mean the catfish?
Yeah. No, fish in general. Oh, now. Hey, Lena.
Hi, Lena.
I love seafood. I could live on seafood. I like perch or sockeye, and they cut them and you eat them with still has the bone. Oh God, those are so good. Oh, the smell makes you nauseous.
Sometimes like I ate some fish recently and I said to my husband, okay, it tasted fishy. And I said, I know fish should taste fishy, but there's a kind of fishy that's desirable and
Hey, Ann.
one that's not. Hi, Ann.
But Robin, Robin, you know what I'm talking about.
Do you know what I'm talking about? Fish tasting fishy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They said it should smell like the ocean, not like the dock, if you know what I mean. If you've ever been on a fishing dock, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know what you mean.
Stink. Stink fish.
Yeah, I don't like stinky fish.
I don't like mussels. Oh my, horrible.
You don't like what?
Seafood mussels. Like
I like oysters, but
I
like clams and is it?
Thank you for burping out
scallops.
I like clams and scallops, but I don't love oysters, period.
I like them when they're smaller. I don't like huge ones.
And I like cooked clams. My husband is walking like, oh, he's looking at the asparagus patch. It's like
Me too,
he was
Robin.
walking, looking at the ground, and he looked dejected. He looked sad.
Maybe one of his plants didn't do so well.
No, he's probably upset. He has to look where he's walking now because he just likes walking and not looking. And he steps on things all the time that he shouldn't. And, I'm talking about vegetables, flowers, dog poo, anything. He's just walking. In our streets, you can step in horse poo.
Yeah, there you go.
As a matter of fact, I used to think there was horse poo on our driveway, and he said, "Why would there be horse poo?" But apparently, the Amish people park their horse on my driveway occasionally. So,
yeah, I don't like raw oysters either.
No, it always looks so.
Yeah, well, they closed a lot of the Red Lobsters. I don't know if we have any open still. My friend used to like to go there. I didn't really like it because it's all like frozen stuff.
They have a Red
The only
Lobster.
thing I did like was their appetizer. It was like a lobster pizza kind of thing. That was okay, but I didn't really care for it.
I haven't been to one in ages. There was one in New Jersey. There's one in State College, which is like, I'm going to say probably like a 40-minute drive. So I'm not going to drive 40 minutes for Red Lobster. But
yeah,
I don't know where we're going to get fish here.
Yeah, they closed ours too. Did y'all hear Big Lots is reopening some of their stores this month?
They closed the one in our shopping center, but I didn't like it. So I never went. I mean, I went in there a couple times.
Yeah, they do have good biscuits.
Oh, yeah, they do. Those are good. We don't have anything in our little town. There's one restaurant we didn't try so far. And there wasn't a lot to try.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't care for it, but my friend did at the time, and she always wanted to eat there, and I'm like, ew.
Hi, baby.
Yeah, I wish they would open ours back. They're opening one not far from me was on the list, like where I go to the doctors in that area. So
I don't like Big Lots. I never found them to be a good. They only had one thing that was really reasonable, and it was bleach. They had these big jugs of bleach for like 99 cents for a while. And that was good. But everything else was
why Big Lots became my favorite? When I was doing gluten-free, I was able to find a lot of things there at a good deal.
Oh.
Of gluten-free stuff.
I think ours is closed. Somebody in like Facebook was saying, "Oh, I think they're going to open a TJ Maxx," and I'm like, it would be great, but I don't think they will, but it's really kind of a different store, so who knows? So my dentist was upset that they opened a Starbucks in the town. Hi, Vima. That sounds good, Liv, actually. Why are you nosing me? What do you think is going to happen if you nose me? Like, I'll take you out there to see what he's doing. Oh, that's you. Roxy's the nosy dog. I get it. Oh, she won't let me. She will like take her nose and flip my arm even when I'm drinking coffee, painting, and I'm like, don't do that, dog.
I loved Big Lots. That was my favorite store. Now, I hope if they got to open anything, I hope it's an Ollie's, only because I can get yarn there. But I don't really like Ollie's. I don't really find anything there.
Every once in a while. All they say is that store closed for bankruptcy. And they don't have any updated. So we have an Ollie's here, and I had never had an Ollie's near where I live. But I got the planter, and I got some wool, and I got a couple of art things. But other than that, I don't find it. Well, I don't know. It's a hit or miss. Once in a while, you find something good.
It is.
I found my
But,
shower I love there. So
yeah. I don't know. It's not my favorite place, but
seeing, and then I kind of had that feeling about the Big
you're
Lots.
welcome.
Were really hooked. It didn't really do much for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I won't like Allie's food section. I saw something there. It was so outdated.
Oh yeah,
It was bad. I mean,
yeah.
really,
You have to look at your dates. You have to, make sure. Now, I did buy something there. It was so good.
you say
It was like that sauce, like a honey chicken sauce or whatever. And I grilled some chicken and put that on it and cooked it down. Everybody loved it, but I had only bought one, I bought two. I'm sorry.
They
And it
didn't
was good.
have it. They didn't have it in mine. Nothing like that.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you popped in, Lima.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Welcome. You've never been to Ollie's? Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you're looking for. Like, if you're looking to decorate a house, your house, some decor, things like that, they have that kind of stuff at a decent price. But I don't find a lot of their other prices that good. Now, yarn, you can get yarn. Supposedly, they just took all the Joann's closeout stuff that was left. So you can get they said they had blanket yarn, and it's usually $4.99 a skein.
I got a lot of yarn there, and
I did too.
I got a shower curtain there, and I bought some. I'm saying, like, when we moved here, we got a couple of things like kitchen-y kind of things, like maybe a pot holder or something. I don't know. Like it's not it's if they have like towels, like a towel closeout, and it's like $4.99, and you like it, and then I don't know, it's not bad. But
yeah, if you see something that you want, you got to get it then, because once they're out because they're a closeout store.
Now, I bought a whole bunch of towels in New Jersey, and I went to the Walmart here in Pennsylvania, and they were like, I think they were way cheaper in Pennsylvania, which was surprising because not everything is cheaper in Pennsylvania.
Right. Doesn't she, Anitra? Our Walmart in LaFosse, the clearance, that is not clearance. That is not even sale. But I went to Walmart in a couple towns over,
and they had good stuff.
It was amazing. I mean, look, I got this big old thing of this big giant skein of yarn for $10. And it's like 34 online, 35 online. But
if it's the colors you want, that's awesome.
Well, it was the last two, and they were pretty, so I bought them.
Still doesn't like me fussing with them if he's got eye boogers or something.
It is soft. That's what Sean, he goes, Mama, can you make me a blanket? He goes, I don't want to cover with it. I just kind of want to cuddle with it. So.
I love you, doggy. You're my friend.
Precious.
When you have dogs around you all day, when you don't, I miss them.
Mm-hmm.
I really miss them.
I know, I fuss mine, but then when they're not around.
Tony
said, I know, isn't it? It's the thing is off of it.
It's so funny when you called it a cake, and I'm thinking, I guess I
think it's one of the Karen cake.
Oh, doesn't it have like a little bit of pink in it, like ever so subtle amount?
It's like a peachy
pink,
brown.
And it looks like that's cool. That's nice.
But I can't find the thing. Forgot what they had called it.
You called it a cake right from the get-go.
It was, it's a cake, but I think it's by Karen. I think it was. I don't know. I don't have the paper with it.
They don't have yarn in any of the thrift stores I go to.
I never find it. But it was a good price, Vima. I got it for $10, and Teresa had looked it up on the website, and it was $35. So that was a good deal. But I had found my packs of packing paper there at the same day, $5 a pack. My Walmart's still selling them, and so I bought. They had 4 packs, and then a big roll of bubble wrap I got for $5.
Well, what do you usually pay? That would help us gauge if it's cheap or not.
$12.
Well, that's very cheap then.
Yeah. So I'll go there and check. But my Walmart, I usually don't even go to the clearance aisle.
I got a pair of Lee jeans, but they were like summer weight, and they were black for $3 at the clearance in the Walmart in Pennsylvania, because Pennsylvania cheaper prices than except for when the eggs were really high, they were high there, and the milk is kind of high. Overall, I'd say like it seemed like dairy products were cheaper in Pennsylvania than New Jersey, and gas is way more money here. It's like 50 cents down. That's a lot.
Right. If anybody here is interested in crochet and stuff, Vima does beautiful work. Yeah, you can sub to her. Everybody's blue, so you can just click on her channel and sub.
All right, we've been live 2 hours and 11
Yeah,
minutes.
I have to get some stuff done. I have to finish invoicing today before all my customers quit being my customers because I haven't sent their stuff. So
You're busy.
It's going to be crazy.
I'm actually getting hungry, so it's time.
Yeah, I didn't even take my morning meds yet. But all right, guys. Thank y'all for coming. We appreciate y'all. And don't forget Dawn Steele's tomorrow on my channel. Oh, cool, Vima. I'm going to check them out. All right, guys. Thank y'all.
Bye.
Y'all have a blessed day.